Huge changes are underway at CBS after a merger between its parent company and Skydance Media. The merger was approved in late August. So far, the network has lost several notable anchors in the upheaval. Now, CBS is reportedly considering a surprise replacement after an anchor's sudden exit. Keep reading for the latest on the behind-the-scenes drama at the network. Anchor quits and Gayle King's job in jeopardy amid chaos. The merger between Paramount Global and Skydance Media wasn't hostile, but it might as well have been. Even before the merger went through, CBS canceled Stephen Colbert's late-night talk show. The company claimed financial reasons, but many viewers believe it was a condition for the government to approve the merger. CBS notoriously lost a lawsuit filed by President Trump and had to pay out millions of dollars. 2 months after the creation of Paramount Skydance, longtime CBS evening news anchor John Dickerman abruptly resigned. Effective in early 2026, rumors are rampant that Gayle King's job as an anchor on CBS Mornings is in jeopardy. The news anchor and CBS both denied the rumors, but her contract expires in May 2026, CBS considers surprise replacement. After anchor's sudden exit CBS, Evening News underwent a rebrand in January 2025. Maurice Dubois was named as John Dickerman's official co-anchor after months of working in the role unofficially. Common sense would suggest that Maurice Dubois take over as anchor when John Dickerman leaves in 2026, but that's reportedly not what the network wants to do. A source told the U.S. Sun that while the new editor-in-chief, Bari Weiss, wants to return to a solo anchor format, Maurice Dubois isn't the first choice, or even the second. The insider claimed that the network is strongly considering bringing Norah O'Donnell back. She previously anchored the Evening News for 6 years, but left that position to do news for all of the network's platforms. The Sun claimed that they were shown images of mock-up promotional material with Norah O'Donnell as the sole anchor of CBS Evening News. Tony Dokupil from CBS Mornings is also reportedly in consideration. Regardless of who they choose, CBS is reportedly adamant about returning to the solo anchor format. If true, that puts Maurice Dubois' future with the network in question. Norah O'Donnell made headlines recently for her interview with President Trump for 60 minutes. The interview was taped at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida. President Trump admitted during the interview that he had no idea who at least one of the people he pardoned was. The admission came amid his claim that former President Biden's pardons were null and void because they were allegedly done with an auto pen. The CBS anchor earned praise for pushing back but still being respectful to the President of the United States. CBS hasn't commented on the rumors surrounding the future of its evening news program. The entertainment and news industries are buzzing with upheaval at CBS, as the recent merger between Paramount Global and Skydance Media continues to send shockwaves through the network's storied news division. Approved by the Federal Communications Commission on July 24, 2025, and finalized on August 7th, the $8.4 billion deal created Paramount Skydance Corporation, a powerhouse blending Paramount's vast media empire, including CBS, with Skydance's innovative production prowess. Valued at approximately $28 billion. The merger promised a next-generation media company under the leadership of Skydance CEO David Ellison as chairman and CEO, and former NBC Universal head Jeff Shell as president. Yet, far from a seamless transition, the integration has triggered a cascade of changes, from high-profile cancellations to abrupt resignations, leaving anchors and staff navigating a landscape of uncertainty. With longtime CBS Evening News co-anchor John Dickerson set to depart by year's end, insiders whisper of a surprise pivot, a potential return for former anchor Norah O'Donnell. Meanwhile, Gayle King's role on CBS Mornings hangs in the balance, fueling speculation about the network's bold new direction. Dive into the drama reshaping America's most-watched broadcast network. The merger's rocky road, from FCC scrutiny to contentious settlements. What began as a strategic alliance to combat Paramount's mounting financial woes, exacerbated by streaming losses, cable declines, and a staggering debt load, quickly devolved into a saga laced with political intrigue. Paramount, once the jewel in Sherry Redstone's crown, had been exploring mergers since 2023, but Skydance's bid emerged victorious after a protracted battle involving rival offers and shareholder lawsuits. The deal's path to approval was anything but smooth. Enter President Donald Trump, whose administration's influence loomed large. Central to the merger's clearance was a controversial $16 million settlement. Paramount reached with Trump over a 2024 60 Minutes interview with then-candidate Kamala Harris. Trump alleged the segment was deceptively edited to favor Harris, a claim First Amendment experts dismissed as meritless. In exchange for dropping the suit, Paramount agreed to release unedited footage, appoint an ombudsman to monitor bias in CBS News for at least 2 years, and scrap diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI initiatives, moves hailed by FCC Chairman Brendan Carr as a step toward eliminating invidious forms of DEI discrimination. Critics, including Democratic FCC Commissioner Ana Gomez, decried it as a dark moment in media history, accusing the company of capitulating to secure regulatory green lights. The Writers Guild of America echoed this, labeling the payout a potential bribe to appease Trump. This backdrop of perceived political arm twisting set the tone for internal chaos. Even before the ink dried on the merger, CBS axed The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the top-rated late-night program, citing significant secular decline in advertising revenue. Colbert, a vocal Trump critic, called the $16 million settlement a big fat bribe in his monologue just days prior, amplifying suspicions that the cancellation was a quid pro quo for merger approval. In a GQ interview, Colbert reflected on the shock, dubbing it the first #1 show to ever get canceled, while acknowledging the reasonable speculation of political motivations. CBS Entertainment chair George Cheeks defended the move at a post-merger presser, insisting it was purely economic amid audience fragmentation and digital competition. Yet the timing, mere weeks before the FCC nod, left many unconvinced, with late night's overall viability in question as viewership craters industry-wide. John Dickerson's abrupt exit, a sign of deeper instability. The merger's fallout hit CBS News hardest, with veteran talent jumping ship amid fears of eroding editorial independence. On October 27, 2025, John Dickerson, the Emmy-winning co-anchor of CBS Evening News and son of pioneering CBS correspondent Nancy Dickerson, announced his resignation effective December 31st, capping a 16-year tenure. Dickerson, who joined CBS in 2009 as a Face the Nation moderator, chief political analyst, and 60 Minutes contributor, had been a fixture across the network's platforms. His departure, shared via Instagram and a staff meeting, came without explicit mention of the merger, but amid widespread unease over Paramount Skydance's direction. Dickerson's exit follows a string of high-profile losses, including the May 2025 resignation of former CBS News president and CEO Wendy McMahon, who cited irreconcilable differences on the path forward. Staffers expressed sadness but little surprise, praising Dickerson as an excellent journalist whose principled stance, including his public criticism of the Trump settlement on CBS Evening News Plus, may have clashed with the new regime. One anonymous insider told The Guardian, "He's someone you want in a newsroom." Underscoring the talent drain, the move signals the end of the dual anchor format Dickerson shared with Maurice Dubois since the program's January 2025 rebrand, which relocated it from Washington, D.C., back to New York. That overhaul, intended to reimagine the broadcast by leveraging an ensemble of correspondents, has faltered. Ratings plummeted from Norah O'Donnell's 4.8 million average viewers to a dismal 4.1 million under the new team, per Nielsen data. CBS Evening News, once a ratings powerhouse, now trails rivals ABC's World News Tonight and NBC's Nightly News by wide margins, intensifying pressure for a reset.